It's still LA. Believe it.
Still on the grind, yeah, I'm still doing me. Move out the way, but keep my ears to the street. Still got the jab with the tennis low key. Still keep a pistol, that's the rules of the street. Still going hard on these beats, I'm a beat. Still got love on the west and the east. Still break bread like Jesus with my people. Still run away from the cops when I see them. Still got hating ass niggas wanna beat me. Still got hands, these motherfuckers can't see me. Still from LA, one of the worst fucking cities. Still fucking bitch all night, this is this. Still dropping fast, hitting donuts in the face. Still was smacking Floyd Cross every time you see it. Still fuck with TD, that's his motherfucking family. Still eat your block up like motherfucking sandwiches. Still from the home of the brave and the savages. Yeah. Still from the home of the brave and the savages. It's still LA. This still LA. This still LA. This still LA. Yeah. No matter where I go, no matter where I'm at. This still LA. This still LA. Yeah. Everywhere a nigga go, I put the city on my map. This still LA. This still LA. It's Mr. All Blue everything. You niggas know the deal.
Hello. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I said stop sharing. Oh, there it is. What about me now? You hear me now? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? There's sound. I don't hear anything. Oh, man, what's good? What's going on with this? Let me fix this real quick then. Do y'all hear me? Yo, you should hear me. What's the situation? Thumbs up. Nothing more. Yeah. We should be good to go. Let me see. It says, okay, I'm good. All right, let me go ahead and get my, I guess my theme music going. Is that it right there? I guess that's appropriate. Yeah. All right, y'all, welcome. I want to welcome everybody to the set. It's the neighborhood. And we're going to get into a little bit of things that have popped up in the news when it's in relation to hip hop, in relation to hip hop figures, in relation to just in relation. That's pretty much what it is right now. Look, first off, I hope everybody is doing good. I hope everybody is doing well. We are right here, set in the West, hip hop. If y'all don't know what hip hop is, high infinite power, healing our people. And I'm going to circle back to that whole hip hop anagram or hip hop definition that, in fact, that's from Griff. Well, no, really it's from KRS-One and the Temple of Hip Hop. And Minister Servo, he coined that. He's the one that came up with the higher infinite power, healing our people. And it's a whole lot of destruction going on right now, though. Just because you look at things going on in the music industry, that doesn't relate to what's real hip hop. Y'all following me? Y'all got me? Today, Dame Dash, he just spoke on the Jay-Z statement. And I'm just going to kind of just talk a little bit about the whole thing with Dame Dash speaking up on that Jay-Z lawsuit, the statement that he gave. And I kind of just want to give my take on it. I think Jag will jump in and she'll give her take on it as well. So let me start off by doing this. First off, let me see, where do I go first? We'll walk it up to the Jay-Z. I think all this is in relation to Jigga, because I'm going to walk a lot of stuff up. And it's going to go into the whole thing about Jay-Z. So let's start with Lion Ass B. He interviewed Choke No Joke, and the title of this interview was a former Rockefeller employee reveals Jay-Z guilty. He proved Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx. And I really don't want y'all to go check out that interview because Lionel B is a piece of shit. I'll be the first one to say it. Lionel B, don't check out that interview. If anything, just ignore it. Anything that's coming out of Lionel B's mouth, y'all there shouldn't be any credibility, no credence. Now this guy right there, the next guy that he has, Choke No Joke, I'm starting to really look at him sideways now because this guy Choke, he said he's no joke. He sounded like a whole joke. Yeah, one day somebody, Lionel B I did a roast on him. Check it out. We kind of clowned him. I may have to do a part 2 because I got on him so tough. It was funny. But that guy, Choke No Joke, it's turning out to be a real joke. He was a employee of Dame Dash, but then he kind of, did some other things, and he basically videography. When you see that video, the famous video of Dame Dash going into the interview that some people that was affiliated with Jay, they orchestrated without Dame, and he busts in. That's Choke No Joke's footage, or I'll say that's Choke No Joke's behind the camera, but technically it's Dame's footage. But he took that footage and he just got all kind of stuff out there saying that it's his footage, but it's really not. It's real crazy. He was work for hire, that's what Dame said, and then all of a sudden, he takes this footage and he's just out here doing what he's doing with it. Yeah, so don't even pay attention to Choke. And don't pay attention to Hot Dog Head because he's a clown. He sent Jag a cease and desist. Real talk, he sent Jag a cease and desist. This dude is a whole clown. And we can't take these clowns serious. This is hip hop. We can't be taking a lot of these little situations that's going on, especially with people that are pushing out fake victims. We cannot take them serious. That's just not what we're going to do. So him talking about Jay-Z being guilty and he's proven that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx. Nah. Maybe Jay is guilty. Maybe Diddy did poison Jamie Foxx. We don't know. But you got to go from a reliable source. You got to go from a more reliable source. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Lion Ass B. Everybody in chat's on the same page. We're not dealing with Hot Dog Head. Y'all know what it is. Now, moving forward, I guess let me tie this in, I guess, with the whole Jay situation. And what I could do is go here. So, look, I'm noticing a trend when it comes to what's going on within the news cycle and the news media ever since last week. when you drop something at the top of the week, like on a Sunday or a Monday, that means it's pretty much in the news cycle. It's going to cycle through it's going to be predominant for the whole, maybe entire week. Now, I noticed too that what was this clown? Your band, Ty Woods. Peace. The news broke about Jay-Z being in connection with Diddy. And ever since, you started noticing there's little things that are coming out about Jay-Z. There's also things that are coming out, I would say disinformation that's coming out about other people. But one person who actually had like a situation with Jay came forward and made a statement, and I was surprised. I was like, wait, what? This person is actually making a statement. This is very interesting. Shout out to this sister here. I met her at the Superdome, and I know people, they got names for her, and she used to go by Karen Steffens, and her name is Elizabeth Ovison. Shout out to her. She showed me mad love when I met her. She's good people, and she does her thing. She made a statement though about Jay-Z, and the main thing that I wanted to highlight is her saying that she's not sure why people are separating this wave of black music executives / artists from the original Me Too investigations and arrests. And that was very telling, because what does that say to you? What does that say to the general public? So Michaela, she, I swear I was about to say that super. We're not gonna call her that. We're not gonna call her that. Like I said, she's good people, and I got to get her. Her and Jag got to sit down and talk. I'm sure that will be a very interesting conversation. But shout out to Miss Ovison, and she made that statement about Jay, and that was very interesting, very telling. She says she doesn't know why people are separating this wave of black music executives and artists from the original Me Too investigations and arrests. I know Jag has said some stuff about the Me Too movement, and just she said a few things about the Me Too movement. But we'll talk about that another time. So where we're going at here from here. Oh, let me move on. We're gonna move forward because I just put this thing up about Dame Dash speaking on Jay-Z's answer to this lawsuit, or no, not answer, just the he made a statement, and Dame said some stuff that was just like, it just made me say, I'm gonna wait really till Jag come in, and we'll kind of really go in on this whole situation. Dame Dash literally just said something, and I said, all right, I gotta take to the channel, and we gotta speak on it. So the situation at hand though goes like this. Well, wait, before I even continue, before I even go further with that, let me see. Y'all get at me. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling. We got a lot of great things coming. Been waiting to talk to him too. At least I have. Melissa K. What's up, Ginger? And yeah, oh wait, hold on. Wait, who said that's his baby mama? Oh man. All right, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna move forward, and we're gonna speak on some other things that are coming down the pipe. Cardi B. Now, Cardi B is coming after Tasha K and Yella Entertainment. So Cardi B filed a motion to dismiss the bankruptcy that Tasha K filed not too long ago in regards to the $4 million that Tasha K owes Cardi B. Tasha K has proof that Cardi B has proof that Tasha K has been transferring money and homes and her husband names. Like, this happened all before the judgment. And Cardi's like, quit playing with my money. We know what you're doing. You got those offshore accounts in Africa. You playing. So Cardi's like, I want my money by Monday. She sound like Fifth. She sound like 50 Cent right now. She said, I want my money by Monday. Quit playing. Okay. Also, that's pretty much that on that end. It's like, if you owe somebody, just pay them. Ain't too many people that can run around and say I owe them. But if you owe them, pay them. And then you say what? Wait, what? I'm saying Jaguar is old. Oh, okay. I got you, Ginger. And yeah, thanks. Hey, Casabear, thank you. Hit the likes, please hit the likes. We got 148 people here. Let me not bore y'all, because in all honesty, I'm sitting there dragging ass because I'm stalling for Jag, because I kind of wanted to talk about some other things when she hops in. But right now, Milagro Grams versus Meg Thee Stallion. Let me just pull that up, because in all honesty, it's better that it's seen versus heard, because the whole thing, everybody heard about it when Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez had their, well, let's say, what did we say, their situation. And then Tory, it came out that Meg Thee Stallion lied and said that she never had a sexual relations with Tory Lanez, but then in her documentary, her own documentary, she admitted it. And everybody's looking at her suspect, like, how you gonna say one thing and then you flip and say another? I don't know, I don't get it. But Meg Thee Stallion right now is accusing Tory Lanez of working with a YouTube personality to harass her from prison. So Megan Stallion says Milagro Grams, shout out to Milagro Grams, is helping Tory Lanez. That's what she's saying. And there was a subpoena that was pulled, and there was phone records that were pulled and heard, and there was no indication though that Tory Lanez paid Milagro. And this is what this is what it's saying. They're saying that, but in all honesty, I'm not sure if that's the case. So what it could do right now is Meg Thee Stallion is just trying to put this information out there, just cause kind of hoopla to, I don't know, maybe divert attention from other things that are going on. Now, we already know who Meg Thee Stallion is signed with. That's why I said I'm tying all this in to Jay. Megan Knuff is the entertainment lawyer and reporter. And she said, false statements regarding the trial are part of the parcel of a conspiratorial relationship with Peterson, in which that's, I guess they said Cooper, I believe that's Miss Milagro, acts as a paid surrogate used to spread Peterson's lies about Meg Thee Stallion. That's very interesting. They are seriously just over here, just doing what they're doing to divert the attention from who. And I think Jaguar said this earlier. She said this on Piers Morgan, that Jigga Man starts little fires everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's going on right now. There are little fires everywhere, all in relation to that dude. But there's other things that are not necessarily in his control. I would say it like this, as far as the little fires. Raymir, a young man who claims to be Jay-Z's son, and I wish I had the picture of him, but I looked and I said, yo, this dude looks like Jay-Z. You look at him, you look at his nose, you look at his mouth, that's Jay-Z. That's Jay-Z all over. Like, Jay-Z got DNA that he can't hide. Like, you know if one of your cousins got this girl pregnant and then he tried to deny the baby and the baby come out with his nose, like, dude, that's your nose. You did that. You know what I'm saying? What 50 saying? You did that shit. Yeah, there's a lot with that whole little situation. Yeah, somebody say he's tall too. You got Jay-Z's smile. Yeah. Jay doesn't want to give up that DNA test because what will happen is it will tie Jay-Z to the birth of him, and he was born at well, his mom had him at really 15. They're saying 16, but the mom had him at 15. So it's like the little girl at the time she was 15, she had to have gotten pregnant between what 14 or 15, and he's, forget what age he is. I believe he's 30 something, but he's requesting that DNA. I don't think he wants any money. He was on Sean Atwood's show, I believe, yesterday. And yeah, if he just doesn't, Jay doesn't want to give up that DNA. That's pretty much what it is. Now, if that wasn't, if I know that's not my child, man, go ahead here. Go ahead. Y'all over here lying. I think Jag made a perfect example of Sylvester Stallone and Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson was running around here talking about she had sex with Sylvester Stallone and she got pregnant and she had the baby. And for years was saying, hey, that's Sylvester Stallone kid. Sylvester said, hey, here's my DNA. Go ahead, let's run this. Ran it. What did it say? Sylvester, you're not the father. And your girl, Janice Dickinson, just started to get some little hoe babbling going on. She started, well, you know. Jag said, she said, I was drunk. I did a lot of drugs. It's crazy. Hey, I appreciate y'all. 200 people in here. And I'm just holding it down because I'm not going to be on here too long. I got business to handle. And Jag will be here for a minute or whatever. The jiggler and the diggler. The diddler. It's the jiggler. Somebody called him Praise-Z. I put that in a video some time ago. I said, I mean, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. We'll let the jury, we'll let everyone come out and say what they're going to say about this situation with the accusation. I just saw a video of Umar Johnson making his, just giving commentary or giving his, I mean, he's giving his opinion about the whole situation about black billionaires and the conspiracy to take them down. And shout out to Umar Johnson. I met you, you know, I know who, you know what's up, man, you know. But I mean, Umar, you be on some bullshit sometimes, man. I don't think there's no conspiracy. I just think, and I put this in my video, I think that you just have to do certain things to show these people that got the money that's going to finance you that you're down for the program, and that they got to be able to pull this money back from you if you ever decide to go left and do something real revolutionary. So case in point, when I was coming up in the hip hop game, before me, I had a brother, I had two older brothers, and they were, you know, they tried their situations with the hip hop or with the music industry, etc. Dope singers, dope artists, or whatever, but they never took it that far. And I see why, because they're gonna get you on three things. If you want to make it as an artist out here in Hollywood, you have to show them that you're down. So it's three traps they'll throw out there. They're gonna get you with the drugs. You could be you're gonna be a big dope head, or you got to basically be down with the drug game, or just the you just gotta shit. What is it? You just gotta be on some like, hey, I'm down to do whatever drugs is out there. I thought I stopped that. So you're not down with the drug stuff. Okay, cool. Then they will get you on like, well, did you M-word? Did you red rum somebody? Or will you red rum somebody? Case in point, think about the situation with Snoop when he first dropped. You know, I'm not putting nothing on Snoop. Shout out to the dog, but dog be on some bullshit sometimes too. And the situation that happened with that thing with Murder Was the Case, where it was like, you know, did the security do it? Did Snoop do it? Y'all remember, y'all do your research. There was a situation where he was possibly down with a potential red rum situation. And that's another way they'll get you. They just got to have something on you, and or they will get you with the sex, whether you're bisexual, gay, and you're not trying to let everyone know, or if you've done something with some kids, they got to have something on you. And that's pretty much, yeah, Jennifer, that's how you sell your soul. It's like they got to have something on you. And then there's levels to it. So it's like, okay, they'll make sure you got $1 million or a couple $100,000, whatever, $1 million. But then, if you want to be in that $25 million mark, you got to do some things. Case in point, like Travis Scott, there was a situation where Astroworld, there were a bunch of people that got plummeted to death, and they, were unalived. And that's part of the ritualistic stuff that you got to do in order to get that paper. So yeah, it's a dirty game. What was another one where, even with Puff, his whole thing started with, he was down with Uptown, and I believe there was an incident that happened at, was it Howard, where a bunch of people got unalived. Yeah, I think it was Howard. Hey, Jag is in the chat. Are you going to come up? Check your email. I want you to come up. We're gonna speak on this whole thing about Dame Dash and what he had to say about this whole thing with Jay-Z, in that statement that he made right after Buzbee came after him. Another thing, that's what I say. I was just giving y'all little situations about the whole thing with the way you have to get into this game. You got a lot of dirty people right now. They don't necessarily even have to be trying to become an artist. They just want to be down with the entertainers and stuff like that. So what they do is they do things. There was a YouTuber who ended up crossing over. Basically, the YouTuber was deceased, and it was some funny things going on with that, where I've seen it for myself, where there are people that are paid to harass and stalk, and I didn't think it was real. I kind of knew it was real. Malika, where's a member to become a member? Where's a link to become a member to Jag's channel? Go to @RealJag77, and I believe you have to do it on your computer, not on your phone. Let me see. The Jay-Z accuser admits to mistakes in her story as lawsuit faces scrutiny. That's interesting. Jag, my bad. Jag's getting over the call. I just brought you in and you were like mid cough. But hold on. No, you good. How you doing? How's everything? How you doing?
Oh, just keeping my head above water,
I know. Okay, let me bring you up to speed. You kind of already knew.
Late. I was sharing the live.
No, I appreciate that.
Everybody needs to get in here. They be tripping on, the notification. So I go back and I double up. But I'm here now.
No. You're here, and everything is to the good. I just touched up on a few things, which we are just kind of in the. I'll say this is setting a mess. This is gonna be your topic or your segment, because I don't really get into the mess, but it's in relation to hip hop. We kind of touched up on Milo Grams versus Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, and then I spoke on Lion Ass B and Choke the Joke and his interview. I just kind of brushed up on it. I said, people don't check it out. It's nothing. Then that's all in relation to Jigga, because of what were you gonna say?
I mean, those are all context and topics that I could speak on, but you know what I think would be the best way to do it?
What's that?
Ask me a question that you think is relevant regarding each of the topics, and then we'll do it like that and just get it done real fast.
Okay, well, let's do it like this.
I got
I've
to be
already,
careful with my words. I don't
oh,
want anybody to misconstrue
I know, and
or
that's
edit what I'm saying.
right. That's one of the topics at hand as well, because in fact, I will bring it up, but I'm gonna actually. I was speaking on Rainier, and I was just saying how a lot of things in the media this week are all tied to Jay-Z. Let's just keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Everything, for the most part, everything is tied to Jay-Z, whether it's disparaging or whether it's like trying to spin them and make them look in a certain way. And then I got into a little deep in regards to how people want to be down with this industry, things that they got to do, the unalivement of someone, the sacrifice of someone. Like I said, they're when I got in the game, the first thing I learned is like they want you to do three things. You got to be SCX with a kid, or do something crazy, or you have to unalive someone, or you have to what was the other one? Like you have to be big, big time drug, be into the drugs or the DRGs, and you consume them or whatever, etc. It's like they just got to have a way to know how they can get to you. A lot of OGs always say, man, don't drink. I don't do any drugs really. I'll drink, but I'm about to lay off on that too. I quit smoking. I'm like 2 days smoke free. No, I'm longer than that. I'm just joking.
Yeah, you are.
No, I have, because I'm on a serious journey to just get my health right. But overall, an OG told me from the jump, like, look, if you're thinking about getting into this game, you got to really be steadfast, and you got to be focused. You can't be on the BS. And I bring that up to just say, and I was getting into the topic of these YouTube trolls and the situation that happened with the young lady who passed away. May she rest in peace. And these people
don't see how that's gonna happen.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I just say May. That's just May is just it's a month and it's a request.
Okay, look, I don't know where this is going, but let's land the plane on somewhere for me to come in.
Yeah.
If we're gonna come in on Quay, then this is all I'm gonna say. In one of my songs that I wrote, there's a very important line. The name of the song is called "The Turn Up," and it's me just sounding off on all of the questions that people had about me, about my career, my personal choices, life choices, all of that. And at the end of it, I go into all the things that I've learned. And one of the things that I said was, I've learned there's no shame in loving God, though the world may see as failure. The next line was, and I've learned there's no point in lying about it. I'm sorry, there's no point in lying for it. You might end up dying for it.
Yeah.
And when I think of Quay, see, it's not an easy conversation for me, because though I would not have wished death on that troll, she was a troll.
Yeah.
She was a part of the troll farm. That woman stalked me for 2 years under 6 or 7 different names. And then when she finally decided to try to take a shot at becoming a star in the troll farm, she OD'd. She was in every mess, every argument. She was involved in getting information for people to do doxing. There was a lot of fraud, check fraud, wire fraud with the cash apps going on. There was a lot of cyber criminal behavior there. So I hate to say it. For me, when I think of Quay, I pray she rests in peace. I just don't know how she's going to do that when everybody she was trolling with is now making her death content.
Yeah.
Stalking funeral homes, getting proof of death. My condolences go to her family.
Yeah.
Because part of the reason that she was stressed to the point of overloading her system. And from what I'm hearing, allegedly, she had a heart attack due to all of the pressure and the stress.
Yeah.
But after listening to a troll panel that I was spying on the other night, when the subject of her passing came up, they were saying that she was manic. They were saying that she had mental issues. They were saying that up until she passed away, she had been live for 72 hours straight without sleep, going from panel to panel to panel and all of this mess. Now, she got doxxed, her family got doxxed, and I think where the stress factor came in for her, where the overload was they doxxed her parents, and they were trying to take away her mother's Social Security benefits by listing it for fraud because of all of her activity online. They said the last panel, or one of the last panels she was on, she was complaining of chest pains. And at no point in time did they not kick her or ban her from the studio. See, that's the thing. They're all sitting there talking about her mental instability. They're talking about her erratic and just really unrational behavior. Like, I know, prison guards that'll pull, 3 shifts, which is like, almost 48 hours straight without sleep. And when those officers leave, they look like zombies.
Yeah.
Or they go and toot it up and then be having too much energy trying to act like they're not completely exhausted. So for someone to be choosing to do this with their time online, we cannot say that it was voluntary. No one who would do that. There must have been some kind of compensation. And considering that the money on YouTube for the the farms hasn't been as good, it sounds like this woman was working a whole lot of overtime, and then the rest of the time, spending time trying to figure out who was harming her family's well-being. And all of that foolishness led to her demise.
Mm-hmm.
My condolences are to her family. It is not your fault that Quay chose the path that she chose, but it was totally not okay for it to go offline and put senior citizens' livelihood at risk. All of this to troll, there has to be a greater motivation.
Yeah. And the motivation is where I was going to pick it up from, because I talked about people that want to be in the industry, and what industry people, and I'll just say it, they're Luciferians, they're Satanists. There's a difference between Luciferian and Satanist, but they want you to do certain things to show that you're down. And there's another side of you got artists who want to get in, and then you just got people who just want to be down, like Brandy. Not like Brandy, I want to be down. I'm just saying, like Brandy, I want to be down. Okay, so people like these troll farm individuals, these people that are behind the scenes, they are keyboard gangsters, they're stalkers, they're people who go online and just spread misinformation. And there's levels to that, to where, and a lot of times these are people who are like, well past their prime. They're 40, 50, 60 years old. They may still think that they got it and they want to get in the game, but it's kind of like,
Kind of like when I was talking about second chance groupies.
There you go. Second chance groupies.
Second chance celebrities. They think they got a chance to still be a celebrity.
Yeah, so they could attach themselves to someone who is a housewife, a real housewife of Atlanta,
or someone like Jaguar Wright.
A broke bitch from Bankhead, or they would want to attach themselves to someone who's like the caliber of a Jaguar Wright, so that they could show that they're masters. Like, hey, this is what I'm doing to bring this person down, or to bring angst to this person, or I'm spreading this and I got this information, yada, yada, yada. So I wanted to bring up the situation where media takeout, and they just reported that you're being sued by Jay-Z, which is a falsehood. And number one, Jay, check this out, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. your team or whatever, you know they text my phone. They know what's up. We know what's really going on, Jag. You could tell them what's up. We know what's up. But they've reached out. They know who I am. They know what's up.
Honey, I want to say this and say this very clearly. Alex Spiro not only knows how to find us, but he has our direct phone numbers.
Exactly.
We have not been reached via email or text or direct call. Now, the only reason they're pushing this story is because they're hoping it'll gain traction,
right,
so that people will come back to watching their channels. And I'm going to say this right now, media takeout, eat a whole fat baby elephant's dick.
Well, media takeout
and if y'all want some content from me, 10 racks, I'll give you an hour. Other than that, keep my name out your mouth. And if you don't stop, we will strike you.
No.
Simple. It's defamation.
Here's where I'm going with it, because in all honesty, let me line it up.
Sorry, go ahead, baby. I'm just like, it's the clout chase of it all.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So the title was Jay-Z is suing Jaguar. She is retracting and backpedaling. Now, this is they don't have a name of the writer, but it just says social warfare. And here's the title. I already told you the title. Here's what the context of is. Jaguar Wright was on a social media, what was in the leading social media influencer, peddling wild conspiracy theories about Jay-Z. Now Jay-Z is finally putting it to an end. Media Takeout learned Jay-Z's legal team is in the process of filing a lawsuit against Jaguar Wright, and has Jaguar Wright flustering and backtracking. That's not the case. So they took a video of AT2 titties, and they have that as their source.
That's so really sad, because number one, he's not credible.
Not at all.
Number two, he's a victim shamer. Number three, apparently he's also a misogynist pig who gets mad when he gets busted lying and thinks his best resort is to trash a black woman's sexual life, the S life and all of that, and disgrace me and say that I need to get beat up by my man and stay in the kitchen and shut up and cook. If that's media takeout source, then maybe we just need to look. I don't know. It's just wild. It's wild. But the thing is, they keep saying I made a retraction. There is nothing to retract.
Not at all.
They lied, tried to spin it on me. We caught them lying. We debunked the video. Just D did a full breakdown proving that it was AI. So what is there for me to retract? More importantly than that, I came forward and I was re-victimized and forced to share the real story to stop the confusion and the misinformation. And now they're all trying to pretend like that never happened. Just like, Tasha K is trying to pretend like she didn't hide all of that money overseas, trying not to have to pay Cardi B. And guess what? It's done. And all I'm going to say is, from here on out, to all outlets, you better make sure you go back and you research your source, because you might lose your channel for it.
Yeah, because what this is ridiculous, and this is where I was going with this whole situation with these content creators being so desperate, being so thirsty, and actually manufacturing stories, and they're manufacturing clips to fit a narrative. Now, I think that was the day after that I met you, that they took this clip of you supposedly saying something, but Just D, shout out to the homegirl Just D. Y'all can go check this breakdown out that she did in her channel. Just if you go on YouTube, just go at Just JUST DEESHOW, Just D Show. Y'all check it out. I swear we went live for part 2, and she dropped it on us like, look, I can show you that this thing was manipulated. Because look, in all honesty, if she said that statement that they saying that she said, the blogs, people would have ran with that months ago. This is real life Mandela effect, because they altered the video. They altered what you said. Just like I went in and, you know, we could do what we do and make voices or whatever. They did that with whatever technology they got. And now they're running with it. And now it's like, oh, all of a sudden, Jay-Z's going to sue her. Jay-Z, she never said that. And we can prove that. But go ahead and do what you want to do, because in all honesty, it's just going to look bad on you. And I'm going after AT too, because there's copyrighted images that belong to Jaguar Wright that he illegally uses on his YouTube channel. And I've reached out to YouTube about it, and they said, oh, no, he can do it. Oh, okay, no problem. So I'm going to sue YouTube as well. Y'all clip that up. YouTube, I'm suing you. Andre Turner Jr., I'm suing you as well. Me, myself, personally, I'm suing you. All this is just to re-victimize you, defame you, trigger you. It's all manipulation. This is some AI manipulation.
They are hoping to put so much pressure on me and you that one of three things happens. They force me into a nervous breakdown, which that's not going to happen. My mind's too strong for that. And they no longer have my second ex-husband around to poison me and drug me to make me lose my mind after being badgered and harassed. They don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
And now it's me and you, and me and you are square and legit. So they're either going to try to pressure our relationship so we break up, so I'm back to being alone, and then they can hope that they can, get more plants back into my life. Like, this is the thing that nobody's acknowledging. For the past 4 years, these troll farms have been inserting real life people into my real life, or paying people in my real life to gaslight me and inflame me. They don't have that anymore. They don't know where I am. They don't know how to find me. They can't dox me, so they can't send the police. They can't do any more fake Crime Stoppers. They are done. And with all that being said, the only thing they have left is to inflame, manipulate, and lie, and start little fires everywhere. Jaguar said this. Jay-Z said that. Jaguar said this. Jay-Z said that. And if Jay-Z's legal team is really thinking about even trying to sue me for a fake story, that would be a mistake, because I have them on tortious interference already, which is a straight suable, winnable case. And now, considering that it's apparent that Sean Carter has his own troll farm and has had them stalking me for almost a half a decade.
Yeah, I'm under the impression, I'll just say I believe and know that the person who put out that clip works for the Jigga Man. And all these trolls who have been for years doing what they've been doing to disparage you, they work for an entity that's tied to him or even Lear Cohen. We're going to figure this all out, because like I said, YouTube, people don't know. Go look it up. I mean, my government name is already out there. I was one of the people who spearheaded in a class action lawsuit against a major technology company back in 2010, 2011. And don't think that I didn't see any get back or anything like that. Trust me, I've seen it. But I'm going to be successful in this one as well. I'm gonna personally go after YouTube, but I think we're gonna have to figure out some class action, because I'm sure they just kind of let. I can't just be the only one, and the documented stalking that they allowed and dog pounding that they've done to you, that needs to be documented. That's going to be on a documentary as well. And
it claimed a life.
And that's a culmination of it.
Quay's life. Like I've been saying for years, part of the reason why I've been so upfront and vocal about all of this is because I'm smart and I'm strong and I'm able to withstand this kind of mental pressure. But not everybody is like me and not everybody is as strong as me and not everybody has the reach that I have. Look at poor Quay.
Yeah.
When they turned the eye of the storm on her, nobody even know who she is to care.
Right.
And guess what? There's dozens of other YouTubers who have been through these things and nobody even knows about it. Nobody even talks about it. So here I am, the voice for the stalked.
Yeah.
That
Look.
woman trolled me to death and then she got trolled to death. And YouTube should be held accountable for that. There should
Yeah.
literally be a real investigation because the mental distress that they put on her, for that to have that kind of reaction that it claimed her existence, for her to be that triggered and that emotionally unstable, that she stayed online for 72 hours and nobody banned her, nobody kicked her for her own well-being, that
Right.
only proves YouTube does not care about human life. And I don't have a problem with accepting that. Justin Bieber, Haley and Chloe, other children have been groomed, discovered, found, and then abused, all on this app.
Yeah.
YouTube has to be responsible for what now are crimes against humanity, because there is
And we're
nothing humane about this space anymore.
tying that into the cruelty-free artistry statements and what we're going to do moving forward. Because yeah, so a lot of these social media companies, you cannot trust them. And there needs to be a cruelty-free stamp on social media companies. What I'm going to say next, this is the main topic. We already know what it is, and that's why I said everything is tied around Jigga. I definitely wanted to just bring the light of the AI manipulations and it's a spiritual war. In my video that I did last, I talked about someone's affiliation to Marina Abramovich and Aleister Crowley. Come on, people. Y'all know what this is. This is a spiritual war. Y'all got to peep it. So what's going on now, and shout out to Dame Dash. He came forward and made a statement about he had reactions to the allegations. And he also called Jaguar Wright and Katt Williams fortune tellers. You heard that, Jag. You remember we were listening. What's your take on that, first off, of him kind of saying that about you and Katt Williams?
I mean, I think it's the safest way for him to say these people aren't crazy because they keep coming up right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he said it like that, he could be attacked. The fortune teller line, that was smart commentary.
Yes.
At least he didn't call us psychics.
Physics, right. Yeah, Dame Dash and Jay and Biggs, they started Rockefeller Records. This is back in '94. I do remember getting that Dead President single tape because I wanted to freestyle to the instrumental. And then I got the album. And that was the only Jay-Z album I bought. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Me too. Everything else I got for free.
I'm gonna tell you something else though. Jay-Z's album, Reasonable Doubt, dope. Okay, cool. But I copped Camp Lowe's Uptown Saturday Night. Y'all go, if you're a hip hop head, y'all go back and if you're a hip hop head or you just a hip hop aficionado, in my opinion, Uptown Saturday Night by Camp Low was the perfect
Shout out to my bro, Geechee.
Shout out to Geechee Sway and
I'm telling you, I miss them.
Geechee, yeah.
I miss them, especially Geechee. Me and Geechee always have a good time. You know, He did you remember Gary Dan, who I did the rock album with?
Yes,
The
yes.
last time we all played together for my band, the Right Experience,
Mm-hmm.
Camp Low was the headliner that night. So we all just kicked it and in the green room area, Gary Dan studio. We cooked, we had a good time. And it was so funny because, we went on first, because we wanted them to headline. And Gitchy came up to me, he was like, Jay, that wasn't fair. He said, I wish we could have went first, so I could have just sat back and kicked it. Because I was killing, man. And it's been a few years since we've spoken, but yo, it's so funny how the real awesome rappers get jacked and robbed, and the fakes and the phonies get the credit for all of their hard work.
Yeah, because Uptown Saturday Night was like,
one of the best hip hop albums ever.
Yeah.
Top 20 best hip hop albums of all times. Uptown Saturday Night is at least 11 or 10.
And I think Reasonable Doubt was trying to like capture that.
He was totally siphoning that feel.
And then look, I learned, what's that one song by Jay-Z? He has Feeling It. You're feeling it. I'm feeling it. That was supposed to have been on Camp Lo's album.
I know. And they paid extra so they couldn't get it so he could use it.
Wow.
To make sure that they didn't have anything to compete with him, because they was going to be releasing right around that time as well.
That's some grimy shit. But look, they started.
Isn't that what he's known for?
Exactly. I was gonna bring up Real Life and D Haven and the D Haven interview on Real Life being demonetized, because that goes into the whole situation with certain content creators. I heard Andy from Popcorn Planet. There was a situation where some of his content wasn't able to be monetized because it has ties to Jay-Z, and it wasn't necessarily favorable ties or a favorable conversation about Jigga. I was gonna get into that, but we'll just save that for another time, because I'm already moving into this situation and talking about Dame. But it's a lot of peculiar things going on right now, and even with the situation with Dame and Rockefeller Records. And what did he say? The state ended up buying it, and we'll talk about that, Jag. I'm gonna get your
Nobody made any money off of that so-called legendary project that's supposed to, be the statement to his entrance into the world, and he didn't even want anything to do with it.
Right. It's cold. It's a cold game. So, what is it? This is from allhiphop.com. Y'all check out allhiphop.com. But in reality, go over to Dame Dash's America New Network. America New Networks. It's on YouTube. He had a conversation there where he addressed a recent lawsuit that accuses both Diddy and Jay of raping a 13-year-old girl after the 2000 MTV Music Awards. He said he's been looking at the news a couple of weeks ago, and he saw an attorney that had got sued for extortion. And he saw lawyers that were on the case. He saw Alex Sparrow, or whatever his name is. I was like, damn, homie might be jammed up for that part, but he didn't think too much of it. But then Jay-Z issued the statement on the Rock Nation's Instagram proclaiming his innocence and vowing to fight the allegation.
Actually, that's not true, honey. He never proclaimed his innocence. What he did was question the validity of the case. He did not acknowledge Diddy, even though he's being charged with him. And the one thing he didn't say of all of those smug, childish comments was that, plain and simple, I did not do this. I'll see you in court. Actually, that could have been the statement. I did not do this. I'll see you in court.
Yeah.
That's it. There was nothing else to say. He didn't admit or deny anything. I'm sorry, honey. I just needed to clear that up.
No, you're right. But there was someone, I was looking it up as well as we're talking. There was someone in the chat saying that the accuser came forward and said something in regards to they were not keeping it a buck or something. But I don't see anything online about that at this moment.
You
And
want to know why? Because that's a troll coming
that's a
in there to
troll.
steer the conversation.
Exactly.
And I'm
Because look,
sorry I'm not in the chat.
no,
Because
no, no, it's all
that's
good. You
what
don't
they
have to
did
be.
last night. They
Yeah.
came in just these comments saying that Jonathan Hayes said I was a liar. And Just D had to correct them and show them all of the intel that Jonathan Hayes has been sending her directly, backing me up and vindicating me.
Well, the person who said that, I've been looking for the past 10 minutes and I found nothing. I'm more than likely going to block you because we're not about the disinformation here. So moving forward, Dame Dash, he added, he's trying to take a step back and truly analyze what's going on. He also noted it made him think seriously about what being a celebrity means. He said, I have nothing to do with it, and I'm trying to look at it objectively like everyone else is. For me, the stupid ass bots are going to be like, oh, he's talking about him, but the whole world is talking about him. Then it made me think about being famous and how dangerous that is. The same thing happened with Puff. As far as the way the algorithm is, to me, it's worse. They're scrutinizing everything from the last 20 to 30 years. I'm seeing Forbes flip. People can love you one day, but they could say people can love you one day, but they can really love to hate you so much more. That was a person.
I don't
That
know
was
if
a
I
person
be
that I was
loving that
like,
statement.
he can't do no wrong for some reason. Everything single thing I say is smart, except for when it comes to him. I'm smart about everything but that. And I'll just wrap it with this. He said, at the end of the day, Dame doesn't wish any ill will on his former business partner, although he admitted he's baffled by the fact that people on TikTok have been predicting that Jay-Z would be dragged into it for the past 6 months. He also refers to Jaguar Wright, who has been one of Jay-Z's most outspoken critics, and comedian Katt Williams as fortune tellers. And I'll leave it as that. I'll leave it at that right there.
Well, I mean, you can leave it at that. But the truth is this. Dane said the most important thing, in the midst of all of that. I don't wish this on anyone. I feel bad for him and his family if it's a lie, if it's true. Godspeed. I'm just glad I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
And that's the beautiful thing about making that hard sacrifice to choose the right and to choose God's path no matter what. Because though they may mess with your money, they may mess with your reputation. When God shows up, he reclaims everything in his name.
Indeed.
And if he will grace you with endowment for your belief and for your faith, y'all can't be fooled. In this day and age, these people are fighting for their lives. The lives that they've created, built in lies, built in deceit, chaos, greed, lust. If you looked at the entire entertainment industry as a whole, including sports, it's all based around the 7 deadly sins. Every marketing plan is based around one of the 7 deadly sins. And they're looking for a way to market you away from God. What are we crying for? These people in their music and their companies have done nothing but create cultural and social genocide. These people have made all of this money and flaunted it in people's faces and said, hey, be like me, be like me. Meanwhile, in the backdrop, they're doing everything that they can to make sure that their own people never rise above them. Are these our people? If I hear another so-called intelligent black man with a PhD say that black billionaires are being attacked, so when Trump gets in office, They'll be too scared to help their people. They weren't helping their people to begin with. All of their liquor companies. How is encouraging cirrhosis of the liver helping your community?
Not at all.
Please, someone tell me. These people aren't good people. They're opportunists, and they prey on the spiritual ignorance of our culture and our people to keep us under the government's foot. Anybody who wants to defend these people on the basis that this is an attack on black and they're attacking black people and whoopty-whoopty-woo, they're getting rid of all of our black billionaires and so on and so forth. Newsflash, who said they were billionaires? That's what their public relations agents said. That's what their creditors said. We don't even know if any of this is real. Everything that they're saying has to be taken into great scrutiny as much as they lie. But worse than that, most of these people are alleged government informants. So if they're working to downtrodden their people on behalf of the government, why should we care about what the government does to them? And that's all I got to say about that, honey.
Yeah, we got I'm documenting all these trolls, and you guys are gonna get it. So what you got to understand though is this: the way witchcraft works, just like Jay doing the album Reasonable Doubt, that pretty much was D Haven's life. Shout out to D Haven. And millions of people start to believe this story. And what happens is millions of people, you're selling them your dream, and then they buy into your idea. They buy into your reality. I'm going to give you an example of Rick Ross. His first, the fake Rick Ross, his first album, or it's not album, his first single, he was some goofy chubby dude in an underside. It was real tight. I think he had a Laker or Miami jersey, and he was doing a little thing. He had the feature with Trina. He wasn't on no Port of Miami shit. He was just on some whatever he was on. But then he dropped the balls, and every day I'm hustling and this and that, and then everybody bought into that falsehood. And then guess what? That becomes his reality. Now he really has the money because he got a lot of y'all to buy into his deception.
Somebody else's life.
Same thing with Jay.
He was a prison guard.
Yeah, exactly. He was a CO. Guard. He was a CO.
Yeah, that's a prison guard.
Mm-hmm.
He was a prison guard who stole a prisoner's life and pretended to be him so that he could be a real criminal. It's insane.
Yeah. So these people that claim to be billionaires, they're not really billionaires. In order to be a billionaire, number one, you have to be a producer. And these higher ups, they're not allowing you to the access to these the real resources. If it was me, we would be in Africa and we would be doing what we need to do, and we would get those people over in Africa to properly get the resources that are in the ground so that it helps the whole continent of Africa. And that's where the real money is. You have to be a producer. You have to
You mean like vibranium? I'm joking.
Yeah, well, shit. If you go to what was it Uganda? Not Uganda. Damn, what was the other country? But they just found a whole bunch of oil reserves, and then they found a bunch of cobalt. If you're trying to make iPhones, you need cobalt. You know what I'm saying? And then look, I'm gonna give y'all a stock tip. I learned about this a long time ago. Just look up this company called Liquid Metal, LQMT. Definitely invest in that, because the new game, especially when Trump gets in and everything is all start to stabilize with the world, they're gonna blame a situation with like people not wanting to work and jobs and companies doing this and nobody having this. remember back in the day, you couldn't just print nothing on your own. You know, like remember, like you couldn't just print nothing. It was like, you know, newspaper had printers, and that was that. The new game will be the way America's laid out right now, and then, you know, the strain with China, it might be an issue. We're gonna have to produce our own stuff. So we will. You want to go buy a shoe? You will print it yourself with a 3D printer. So in order to really get like in the game, though, a 3D printer, what elements do you need? You need, you know, you need polymers and fibers and this and that or whatever. But the structure
555.
555. The structure of whatever it is that you're gonna need, you're gonna need it with this company's coming up with what they call liquid metal. People, do not get caught up in this distraction. That's all I gotta say in overall, is because all this is a distraction. The Jay-Z distraction, the Jigga Man distraction. Whether he gets off or not, trust me, he can't run from God. God's gonna take care of him. But you are responsible for your journey and the way your life ends up. Do not get distracted. I went off on a tangent. I think people were, you know, I'm just looking at some of the comments. And I was also looking for some of these damn trolls. Yeah, I mean, we're only gonna go a few more minutes. I put the link up if you guys are interested. If anyone is interested in popping up and if they had a question, you can go ahead and do it. It's in the chat right now. So, and I'll pin it again. Oh, that's not it, but I will pin it. It's right here. I'll be up another few minutes, maybe 5 more minutes. And I think for the most part, what we're doing now is essentially wrapping up. If y'all got any questions, you can ask Jag, you want to ask me. But Dame Dash speaking on this situation about Jay. Overall, I just think he's like, hey, I'm glad it's not me. And don't come after me. Yeah.
Godspeed. It wasn't me.
It is becoming very annoying to watch black people act an ass in front of the whole world. Can't stay focused to come together to save one child. Facts. Facts.
Oh, by the way, honey, I wanted to ask the chat a question.
Go ahead.
Does anyone know whether or not the identity or ethnicity of the 13-year-old Jane Doe case, does anyone know if any of those details have been released?
Yeah, I don't think so. If anyone knows, let us know.
I don't remember, any Jane Doe details being released.
Okay. No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I don't hear anything. I was going to tell this person, they're talking about new statements have been released. I have not seen them.
New statements about what?
About, I guess, Jay-Z's lawyer. Sort your site, or cite your source.
No, yeah, but what new statements? What new release? And what is the statement in regards to?
Exactly.
Like, see, this is the thing that I have when it comes to the trolls. You are so desperately trying to get a rise out of us in some way to make it seem as though we're worried about what Alex Spiro and Sean Carter are going to do. Let me get this clear and make this the last time you come through here with that. The only person, actually not even person, the only entity that I worry about is God.
Mm.
Now, until Sean Carter or Alex Spiro reincarnate into God Almighty, as far as I'm concerned, they're just men and they can suck an ass. And for what we've heard, allegedly, Jay-Z has.
Nope. Oh, shit. Shout out to his roommate.
So, all that being said, shout out to Larry Johnson. All that being said, how long are people really, really, really going to just allow? See, and this is the issue. Can you imagine how people come into your chat room, right? They come into your chat room and they just say wild things. Now, if this was in real life, how would that look? Like, people really have to start looking. A strange person that you don't know behind a screen, you don't know their identity, you know nothing. They're not cammed up. You have no relation or engagement with them at all. They come into a chat, they say something wild, they say something crazy, and people just believe it.
Right.
That's wild to me. Like, that's beyond wild. That's like a stranger walking up to you, trying to tell you something about your life or your everything. And what's more important is, how is it that all of these very, and I mean this with all due disrespect, irrelevant content creators are spouting details when everyone should know these people are not attached to anything real in the backdrop? They're not. None of them. There are no content creators on YouTube that actually have the ties to this situation that I have, that Gene Deal has, that Natanya Rubin has, that Ronnie Bo has. And yet, content creators who are strangers, know none of these people, have no real industry background or ties or affiliation, can get online, jump from chat room to chat room, say a bunch of crazy stuff, and they have not got any of this directly from anyone. Matter of fact, all of the lies that people accuse me of or the lies they conjure up, nobody can give an actual unaltered receipt. Yet I'm asked for receipts. Why don't y'all go back and ask all of these liars for their receipts? I don't get it. I wish somebody just walk up to me and tell me anything and I run off and believe it. Like, is that the world we're living in, where we trust technology more than we trust God? Like, literally, the Bible, y'all don't pay attention to nothing that says. Y'all don't care about nothing that says. And yet, God keeps showing up and he keeps showing you what it is. But you'll turn on your device and you'll look at a bunch of strangers who you don't know, nor do you know their intentions or who's running them. And just believe whatever they say. My. How
Yo,
illuminating.
Crypto Mech got a quick minute. What's good?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can Jag hear me? Can Jaguar Wright hear me?
Go ahead. I believe she can. Go ahead.
Jaguar, my name is Mecca, and I have a podcast called Street Talk Daily Podcast, and I'm the lady that started the podcast. And I just want to say these YouTube streets are very, very dirty. I've been sitting back watching. You disappeared, and I started appearing on shows, and because I wasn't showing my face, they basically used me
Oh no,
as
you're the
if I
woman that
was
they
you.
Yeah, no, you're the
Yeah,
woman that they said was me and that was going around from panel to panel
yes,
pretending to
that's
be me.
me. No, I wasn't pretending to be
No, but
you.
that's what they said. But
That's
then
what they
guess what?
said.
Somebody else started doing it.
I
It was
never did
actually
it.
No, but it was actually Monica the Avatar.
Yeah, I don't know, but all I know is I just want to clear my name and let you know that they set me up.
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
I've been waiting to talk to you about how they did me. And I'm going to get every single one of them back for what they
Well,
did to me.
if you don't mind, could you give us a little context on what
Yes.
happened to you? Like, let's not just leave it
What
there.
they
Let's talk
did,
about it.
because I've been listening to the Lyle B. I've been in the cut, Misha, when she dropped. I'm ready to donate my money. How I started was when Mo3 and King Von passed away. My spirit led me to YouTube 4 years
Yeah.
ago, right?
Right.
So a skull. Just say no to skull out of Dallas because I'm
I
from
know so.
Jersey. Because I'm from Jersey, I live in Texas, and I sing, and I was in the industry, right? And
Okay.
I've worked with Mary J. Blige. She did one of my joints.
Oh, poor
I used to
thing.
roll with Angie Stone.
Oh,
So
damn.
I'm gonna be my writer, you know. I'm
That's
older
what's
now. I'm
up.
52. I'm 52 now, but I was in the game. I met Denzel Washington. I was an American gangster. You know what I'm saying? But to make a long story short, Skull started calling me Jag. And
Oh.
because I had an avatar, but I didn't know they were setting me up though. I didn't know they were setting me up. So I remember some lady from California asking your husband, he lied and said, that's Jag, but I'm not Jag. I wasn't Jag. I even did a show saying I'm not
You
Jag.
talking about Goomba?
Yeah, they asked somebody. I don't think it was your husband, Goomba,
Yeah.
but it was your
It was
baby, the child's
yeah,
father.
no, wait a minute. Oh, you talking about Sam, my
They
first
asked
ex-husband.
somebody, and they asked somebody, and he was like, "That's not Jag." And then they asked you, and through another sister friend of yours out of Vegas, and she was like, "That's not Jag." But
No,
I
no, no, no,
showed my
no. You're
face.
talking about OG Patrice, who was from Vegas.
Well, they
Guess what?
asked the
She was a
sister.
stalker. No, she was a stalker too.
Girl, I don't know. All I know is I've been waiting to talk to you to clear my name because I was showing my face, but a lot of times I was showing an avatar. I would show a cartoon character. So I didn't understand why every time I would show my face, they would say, "Don't show your face, don't show your face," but I wasn't catching on to what they was doing to me. So they've been bullying, they've been scamming because I gave up a lot of money. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? I got a good heart. So I was throwing money to Sco Show. I was throwing money to a lot of them. And Snoop, this girl named Snoop out of Cali, she saw me and her, and I got the receipt to show it on IG when I showed my face. So she knew that I wasn't you. And then she turns around on her show and play me, and I saved every single clip because I'll never forget what they did to me for content. They don't have no motherfucking content. They fake as fuck. Girl, I'm pissed. And I've been waiting to talk to you about it because I never realized what they was doing to me because I started my own YouTube channel.
now
And I
pause for
and
just
I
one
and I
sec. Wait a minute. Pause for just 1 second. Your name's Mecca, right?
my name is Mecca.
Nice to
Yes.
meet you officially, honey.
Nice to meet
Remember
you.
we were just talking the other
Mm-hmm.
night?
Mm-hmm.
No freaking wonder they're going crazy. It's a full moon on Friday the 13th.
That
Ain't
yep.
See
that
what
some
I'm
shit?
saying? The spirit,
Like
that's how
two
the spirit works. That's how the
like two
spirit
months
works.
ago. Mecca,
Yeah.
what's the name of your YouTube? I mean, what's the name of your podcast again?
Street Talk Daily Podcast, but I'm about to come back. I've been going for 4 years. I'm about to come back
Well, look,
because I'm
let's set
about.
something up. Let's
Well,
set
hold
something up.
on. I need to know because I need to say this before we move on. Just the other night, Mecca, I was talking about you indirectly.
Okay.
I was
You what?
And
talking because people were saying, you know, Jag, maybe you should just go away and they'll leave you alone. And I'm like, no, because I already did that. I went off grid for 18 months, and they lined you up to be the fake Jag so that they could keep making Jag content.
yes, that's what they did. And I
That
got
is
on my God.
disgusting.
That's
You know what,
disgusting.
sweetie? No,
That was horrible. That
No,
we're
was
Mecca,
doing
horrible
a
what
we're
they did
doing
to
a
documentary.
me.
documentary.
No,
We need you. Go
no,
ahead.
we
Okay.
need
Meg.
you. No, we need you.
So
We definitely
I
need
don't know
you.
how to give y'all my contact information, but I refuse to give it
Listen
over
to
the
me.
air.
No, no, no.
Listen to me.
I'm gonna
Right
email
there.
you in the back studio.
I was gonna
The-
say, go to the back chat and just drop your email address. There's nobody back there but the three of us, and we'll get it
Okay.
from there, and nobody
I
will
sent
have to see it.
I sent you my email. You can just email me. We'll go from there.
Okay. I just
There you
sent you
go. I
mine.
got you.
No, but
I got you.
we need
This
to
shit is
get you.
crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. So the way they did me, this shit is. I'm like, yo, I'm not no fucking Jaguar, right? I didn't catch on. They used me for content.
Yeah,
They used me
they
for
got somebody.
content.
They got somebody with the dialect from where I was from, just enough
Yes.
to
And
make
the
it
lady,
seem like.
and you know why I showed my face, Jag? Because this woman was saying, I showed my face, and the lady was like, sing for me. And it broke my heart. Like, I'm like, this elderly woman, I'm showing my face, and she still think I'm Jaguar, right? I said, this shit is
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, I
This shit
know.
is crazy.
Do you want to know who told me about it? Nosy Ho Live. Because Nosy Ho Live was trying to track you and stalk you down to bust you out.
Some lady named Jane from Maryland.
Uh-huh.
All of them. Like, I'm like, yo, who are they? All my friends on IG. I don't know these people. I'm on my business. I'm about helping the people. I'm about nutrition and wellness. Yeah, I've been singing since I was 3 years old. Yeah, I was in the music industry, but I'm not Jaguar Wright. I never pretended to be Jaguar Wright because I'm not going to
No,
pretend to be
they
something that I'm
lined
not.
you up. They
Girl, I
lined you
didn't.
up.
Girl, that shit was crazy. I ain't been back since that shit happened. I'm like, yo, these people crazy. And then I'm in the cut watching Misha crying. I'm a deception of fuck. That bitch, she deceived the world. I'm a survivor of deception because I was about to send this girl my money, bro. And I'm like,
Oh
yo,
wow.
her story don't add up. Something not right with this story.
Huh.
So I'm like, yo, why are they lying? And playing games and could possibly free this man. And this shit is real. What you've been through is real. And they
I know.
playing with it. Karma's real. And it's coming faster. They
Oh
gonna
Yep.
yeah.
get it. They in
Oh yeah.
Yep.
trouble. All of them.
Oh
All
yeah.
of them that play on YouTube, play for views, play for money. They gonna get it. Oh, it's coming. I'm a living witness that karma is real. And a lot of people gonna be dropping dead from YouTube because they playing with fire and they fuck with me,
Mm.
bro. And I'll never forget what they did to me. I will never forget what they did to me, bro.
You want to know what's sad? They played a fool. They played a fool trick on you. They used you. They built you up, and then when the gag was over, they rode you all the way down. See, that's the problem with the troll farm. They get to make money off of you two ways. They get to build you up, and even if they were dead ass wrong, they still get to tear you down. And they do it all for money. And I want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you know what? I've always wanted to meet a fake Jag. So it's nice to meet you.
Girl, I'm so
We just
glad I don't
gonna
have
make
to
a
go through.
joke out of it.
Girl, yes, we're gonna laugh at it, but it's crazy. It's
It's very
crazy.
crazy.
It's
And we are gonna get in
crazy.
touch with you because I
Please do.
definitely need your story documented. And I would love it if we could use your story in our documentary about my life.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. This is
Thank you,
crazy. But
Mecca.
nice to meet you. We'll be in touch, sis. Y'all got
Happy
my
Sabbath
email.
to you. And listen to me.
Same to you.
Before you go, everybody, this is the danger of the internet and lies. It's the danger. You've heard this woman's story, and I thank you for taking the time to come up and introduce yourself. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, them the YouTube streets worse than the real streets.
Yeah, they
These
are. You
these
want to know
YouTube
why?
streets is
You want
crazy.
to know why? Because in the real streets, there's real consequences.
Real,
On
real.
the internet, you get to screw up and then leave and come back as somebody else. They've turned it into like one of these video games. Oh, you
Yeah,
burn this character, regenerate. You burn this character, regenerate. It's insane.
it's crazy, bro.
My God. Well, I'm
Okay,
sorry for your troubles, and we'll talk soon.
touch.
God
Yes,
bless
ma'am.
you.
All right,
No,
all
God
right. Thank you.
endow you with grace and peace and mercy. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season
You
with
too,
your
sis.
family.
All right, peace, peace,
All
y'all.
right,
Peace.
peace.
All right. On that note, you can go ahead and close it out because let's
Yeah,
get
I'm
out.
done. I'm done.
That was crazy.
I'm done. I'm out.
All right, people. Y'all see how crazy these YouTube streets get. And she just popped up. Yeah, no lie. We were talking about the imitation Jaguars a couple of days ago, and you did mention Mecca. But you see how what did God say? Yeah, you said Mecca though. You remember it was you said it was a person named Mecca. Yeah. Right, no, that's her. I emailed her. We're gonna tie that in because that's yeah. There's no coincidences. Coincidence is God's way of staying anonymous. You know? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here right at 1:30. I started at 4:44 for a reason. So yeah, y'all know what it is. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I'm gonna do my little membership shit too, and we've got the restructure Jags as well. And then oh, okay. Yeah, she's gonna put up a membership only video. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. All right, y'all. Look, we are up out of here, and all I gotta say is, like I said, don't let this whole contraption that they got going on right now fool y'all. Y'all keep it a buck. Y'all stay healthy, and y'all shit, just look out for each other. Y'all know what it is. Peace.
Wolfgang, where you at, man?